Hey. Once again, this is CryptoCruz coming to you from CoinFinancial. And again, today with another crypto market update. Before we get started, I'd just like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom as well. She is actually very supportive. She's one of the most supportive person I have ever known. Um, she been she been with me, like she been through this crypto journey with me, always supporting me, even back in 2017 when Bitcoin went all the way to 20K and went all the way back down to 3K, from 20K to 3K. I was still a newbie at the time and I was also tempted to sell. But guess what, guys? She was the only person that actually supported me through it and told me not to sell. Right? She was the one of the, she's pretty much the only person that was supporting me not to sell my Bitcoin. And I didn't sell a single Bitcoin at the time. Right? I just wrote it out when even when everyone, so many people are saying I'm crazy for not selling and all that stuff, Bitcoin's going to zero. She was the one that believed, hey, everything goes back up, right? So happy Mother's Day, Mom. So now let's get on with the technical analysis of what's going on right now, which is another crash that we're expecting. And guess what, guys? I'm not gonna sell. I'm not. You know why? Because it's a good buying opportunity. Just like when Bitcoin went from 20K to 3K, wouldn't that be great to buy at 3K, right? Right? It's easier said than done when it's actually happening. All the emotions. Oh, there you go again. All the emotions, right? All the emotions just like what if it goes lower? I don't want to lose any more money. But again, it's temporary. So let's get on with the tech analysis. Here we go. All right. So looking pretty bad, right? Looking pretty bad. The Bollinger Band is spreading out. We broke out. Let's go back. Let's go to the weekly right now. Actually, no. Let's stay here. If we zoom in, the blue falling wedge that I said tend to break out. I know, was that last week or whatever? I said that this usually tend to break to the upside. It did momentarily, but it seemed like that was a bull trap. It went up, broke up, had a bull trap, probably liquidated a whole bunch of leverage traders, went all the way down and broke to the downside instead, right? Pretty much that's falling wedge right there in the shorter term time frame, right? The 1 day chart. It again, bull trap, went down and broke down. Instead, it actually followed the longer term time frame that we have of the bear flag scenario, right? So that pump up was a lot shorter than I expected, and it followed the bear flag scenario, which usually break what? To the downside, right? So that's what's happening now. And now we are holding the 33K support, right? There is a little bit of support on 33K. That was actually our 2022 low, right? Around 33K. So I won't be surprised. Again, let me zoom in. I won't be surprised if we actually see a temporary pump back here. Remember, what was one support becomes resistance and vice versa. So this that used to be support, which is at around 36,000, I won't be surprised if we have a little pump back to 36,000, and it actually has a high probability of breaking that all the way up to this white line. This is a resistant, but it's not much of a resistant from what I see. It's not much of a resistant. I mean, again, we can go back here and possibly get rejected and just start going straight down. But like I said, I would not be surprised in the longer term time frame, because it seemed like we're following the bear flag a lot better than that falling wedge. So this white line bear flag is what we're following a lot more. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little run up. People are gonna start getting excited again, and they're gonna say, oh, we're going back up to 45k, we're going back up to all-time highs again, or at least going back up to 50k, right? But I would not be surprised if we actually go back up to 38k right here where this white line is. Okay, because what usually happens when a bear flag or a bull flag hits, it tends to go back down to its resistance or support, which this one, the resistance that used to be the support, is right around 38,400 bucks. So again, I won't be surprised if we make a rally up here at around 38,400, 38,600, right? And once we make the rally, that's where we have to look to see if we actually break through it. But there's a higher probability that we won't, and we'll get rejected, and then that's when we continue back down. Right now, continue back down to where the next support line that I see, the major one, is right around 30k, 29k. 29k is the next major support that I see, right? So right around the range of 30k, 29k will be the next support line, breaking out of this bear flag. All right, but also here's another chart. Again, everything that we're seeing, okay, everything that we're seeing is a buying opportunity, guys. This is temporary, right? You got to remember that this is temporary. So if we look at the fear and greed index right now, this is last update was May 9th. All right, so this is very current right now. Fear and greed is at an all-time low of 11. Well, not all-time low, but a yearly low, or even the past 2 years, right, of fear, 11. And again, we have to have the best investors usually have the contrary mindset, right? When everyone is fearful, that's the time to be greedy. When everyone is greedy, it's the time to be fearful. Right now, extreme fear in the market is 11. All right, everyone is fearful. This is the time to be greedy. Okay? All right, so let's see. Another thing that I want to show you right here. Let's go back to the daily. Let's see. All right, we are approaching. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Just make that bigger. On this right here, we are approaching oversold territory, right? We still have a little bit more to go, but this is on the 1-day chart. And guys, look, in the past, whenever we hit the oversold territory right here, that's when we usually, kind of bottom out and start going up again, right? Let's look. It only happens very rare. It happens. So here, oversold territory again, right there, and then that's when we start rallying back up, right? See right here, if we can, I'm gonna show you right here. This is around May of 2021 when we reach oversold territory, right? And on this chart, right, this is again May. This is right around 30k. That's where we bottomed, and we rallied all the way up right here to 69k. From 30k to 69k. And guess what? We're back down right here, going down again to 30k. And we're starting to reach what? Oversold territory. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. And then another thing too, just another chart to show you. We'll go to the 1 hour. This is really short term right here, because the rally that I was talking about, right? The rally, the short term rally back to $38,000, 38,006. If you look here, I am gonna try to make this bigger for you. How do I make this bigger? I can just take off the MACD to make that bigger, because we don't need the MACD. And we don't need the stochastic RSI right now, because I am just trying to illustrate this, but it seems like I can't even. Wow. Well, that is crazy. Okay, anyways, I hope y'all can see this fine. I have no idea. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we made it a little better. So again, what we're seeing here is a bullish divergence. You see this pattern right here? We're getting a low, a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, a lower low on the 1 hour chart, right? But over here, we're getting a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, and then another higher low. That is a bullish divergence, right? So again, we could see a rally back up to that support line on the daily or weekly on that bull flag that I talking about earlier, right? Yeah, we could definitely, that is a very, very good scenario to happen back up to 38,600. So that's what we're looking at right now. Again, I won't be surprised. Nothing is ever guaranteed, but we do have a high probability of going back up to 38,006 to retest that resistance. And again, there is a high probability of us getting rejected to that and then going back lower, most likely to 30K. All right. But again, all these dips are just buying opportunities, right? They are buying opportunities. Just keep calm, keep accumulating Bitcoin, because what is the end result again that we're looking at? $1 million per coin by around 2030, right? More short term, maybe by the end of this year or mid next year, over 100K. Come on. So why not accumulate right now when it's below 40K? Okay, that would be crazy, because few years from now, everyone's gonna want to say, hey, I wish I would have bought when Bitcoin was below 50K, right? Same things people right now or a few months from now saying, hey, I wish I would have been able to bought below 20K, right? And I was there when Bitcoin was at 20K and everybody was saying, hey, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin when it was below 10K. Okay, it's just a cycle. All right, a few years from now, people are gonna say, I wish I would have bought when Bitcoin was below 100K. Right? Don't be one of those people. Buy below 100K. All right, so until next time, bye bye.